This is a beautiful lean piece of meat from the blade, because I know this is going to cook low and slow, and the meat is going to be gently cooked so it falls apart. Now all I need to do is take my knife and cut it straight down through there. Look at this blood red meat. Delicious, beautiful red beef. But for this dish, you could use anything. If you wanted to use lamb, pork, goat, it wouldn't really matter. But for me, I love using beef. Nice and red. Look at that. Beautiful. All I need to do is cook it low and slow. As I said before, it'll be delicious. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it into little squares or little dice. So what I need to do is cut it into strips like this, about 1 centimetre apart, all the way through. And for this you need a really sharp knife. And this last little piece, straight through the middle like that. Now this is delicious beef. You can see I've got this lovely thin slice. This is raw meat. For my goulash today, I'm using the blade, which sits on the shoulder of the beast. This is a muscle that does a lot of work, so it's going to have a little more chew to it. You want to cook it low and slow. Other cuts you could use would be from the leg, like round, chuck, silver side, or knuckle. These cuts make up a larger part of the beast and are definitely a lot cheaper than the prime cuts. But when cooked low and slow with plenty of moisture and flavoursome ingredients, they're up there with the best. Now with my little thin strips here, you can see I've got these perfect little dice. Of course, if you want it a little bit chunkier, you can leave it chunky, but for me, this will be the perfect size. Perfect, nice and lean, just the way I like it. Now all I need to do now is to turn on my stove, because I want to brown my meat. Grab a little bit of salt and put it on top, because meat loves salt and salt loves meat. A little bit of pepper on there as well, and this will help to flavour the meat and give it some lovely spice. I've got a little bit of smoked paprika, which I sprinkle onto my meat, some cayenne pepper, which will give it some spice, some cumin, some ground cumin, which will give it some aromatic flavours. And of course I've got these things here, which are caraway seeds, and I'll put them onto the meat here. Caraway seeds are what they use in Eastern Europe, and I love caraway seeds in my cheese and my bread, and especially my meat. Massage all those flavours in there. I will add a little bit more later, but I want to get it sticking to the meat. Now my pot is nice and warm here. I'll put some olive oil